Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, it's Ǹdàgẹ̀rẹ̀. Thanks for coming. Guys, today is gonna be a very good episode. This is something that we've been seeing on the internet and it's really booming, guys. It's crazy.
It's so much dramatic.
You know,
because I'm like,
let's first watch the video and let's talk about it.
when you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
These women are poor and vulnerable.
Easier to manipulate.
Know their place.
Disadvantage.
Are in dire financial need. They want their visas. They have to be quiet. They don't know no better. That's why you have to go to developing countries to try to take their women, and it sickens me. And
yes, they'll do what you say.
She is in a dire situation
Because she doesn't know about much in life.
they have to bow and scrape at these men's feet. If you are a man and brag about go to underprivileged third world countries to get a wife, an obedient wife, you are a predator.
So let's talk about passport bros, but in a totally different light than you've seen it before. To be honest, I don't care about passport bros. I don't care what they have going on. But what I do care about is when I see sisters being disrespected, and that's the aspect in which I want to speak about this. So the very premise of passport bros is actually not a new concept at all. Being from the Caribbean, I know that what would normally happen is women from Canada, from the US, from the UK would often go and marry Caribbean men and help them to get their papers to be able to go to these Western countries. Sometimes these women would really be in love, and sometimes these men, a lot of times these men were just doing it for them to get their papers. So the concept of it is not new, but what is new is men trying to use it as a weapon against women. But it was the attacks against Black women that Black women were reacting to, is that these Black men are again trying to use the fact that they're going to go and find women in other places in the world as a stick it to me to Black women. And Black women are reacting to that. And they are saying things that obviously these women from other countries are going to find offensive.
What's sad to me and revealing, and my brothers are actually the ones that have brought this to my attention. When it comes to a lot of the modern women, and I hate to do this, but I have to, in America, why is it that there are not men from all over the world, from different countries, the whole nine, coming here to pursue us on a very serious level or at all, right? I'm not even hearing about men traveling to America. So not only do you have the men that are overseas, staying overseas to build families, to get married, but then you have other men from different countries going to different places outside of the U.S. to find what they're looking for in a woman. What does that say, you guys?
So this comment is saying that I am not responding to the African young women who are being exploited by white men in Africa. They choose to marry these old white men because they have some benefits to gain. So let me break it down. In the African culture, we are very collectivist in the way we think. Most of these young girls marry these older white men because, to a large extent, they see an opportunity to change their family dynamics. In the African culture, we are responsible for our siblings. So for young girls who come from low-income families and get the opportunity to date a white man, they will use that as a chance to leave the country, move abroad, and be positioned to help their family, especially their siblings. That is the reason why they are not doing it and coming online to disrespect African men. That is the difference. Most of you are coming on here saying, yo, Black women are this, they're not submissive, they don't know how to respect, blah, blah, blah. That is why you're getting the backlash. All these young women you're talking about are simply marrying these older white men so they can have the opportunity to travel abroad, go work, earn some money, and help their family back home in Africa.
You're so ungrateful. I'm taking all this stuff back.
Just do better. Just do better.
No, I'm taking all this stuff back.
I need to be treated like a queen.
I'll go get this to another female. I'll take all this stuff back. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Move.
Just do better.
I'll eat my...
Babe, it's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism? You're ungrateful.
Just do better.
Yeah, you're ungrateful. And that's what you are. I'm getting tired of this. You're never happy.
What kind of Valentine's Day
Bro, you're never
is
happy.
this?
You're never happy.
Just
you're
be
never
honest.
happy.
You would like it if you were a girl and you got all this?
Yes, I would be happy because there's people out here that ain't getting this. They're not getting that.
God.
I just spent too much money.
Better.
You know what? I just spent way too much money.
I should get the rose, like with the big old thing. You gave me like 5 roses and there's like no money in there. There's no money in anything. You didn't give me any money.
All right,
What kind of Valentine's Day?
You know what, Yasmin?
So as you guys have seen the video, Ndegede, what do you think about it?
Well, guys, first of all, I am not this person who is really triggered when I hear this kind of videos, you know. But what really triggered me is that we are seen as illiterate and educated, you know, submissive. It's kind of a crime. And we are a third world country. So basically, we are crabs. Like, you guys come to our countries because we are...
We're kind of like leftovers.
Yeah, we are leftovers. Are you a leftover?
I'm not a leftover. This is why your man, they feel okay to come to me as a leftover in your eyes.
In the second video, where this African also, she's an African, and she's saying, well, African women, you know, get with white men, because that's what she was talking about.
Yes.
They are still passport bros, right? Like, African women can get men from abroad, can get passport bros because they need to elevate themselves. And so we are opportunists when we get passport
It's
bros.
okay for us to be passport sisters.
Exactly, because we have families to take care of. We have
back
this
in
community
Africa, yes.
of helping our families.
Yes.
And I'm like, excuse me, so basically you're saying passport bros should not come to Africa because they have a problem.
Yeah.
But it's okay for us to be opportunists and use passport bros to go to Europe, America, or any other country. We as Africans are not a problem. And the same way the black lady is saying, you know, black or women were leaving Europe and America to go to the Caribbean to get
find men.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was okay.
It was okay.
Very fine.
Yeah.
But then when it came to the men,
when they started doing it, it's a problem.
It's an attack. And I'm asking myself, how is it an attack when you are doing it first? And now the men
are doing it.
Yeah, doing it. And now it's an attack on black women.
Yeah. And mind you, the original passport bros are white men.
Exactly. Remember, guys, most passport bros in Africa or Asia is white men. Why is it that when black men are doing it now, it's a problem? Make it make sense. How?
It's impossible. I can't. And also, you know what pisses me off? The way they say that, oh, they come to you poor third world countries.
We are submissive, by the way, and I love to be submissive.
Yes.
Like I always tell you guys this story because where I grew up from,
Your
guys,
auntie.
my auntie, I need to buy her an award because she was a perfect example of how a submissive, hardworking woman is. Because she was this person by 8 p.m. She was in the house. Like
that's her curfew.
Exactly. And it wasn't forced.
And it's not that her husband is telling her, by 8 you have to be in the house.
Like literally, he was not forcing. Even if she came back at 10, she would explain and it would be okay. But she as a woman made it as a mandatory thing to respect her man.
Yes.
And every time she would come back from work by 8, when she came back, this is the funniest thing. She used to leave work, or they would leave work together, or everyone would live in their own time. And then by 7 or 8 p.m., she would be in the house. And when she came back, she was always like, please, is the food ready? Like, she would come in the kitchen and make sure the man is going to find food when it's warm. She would, check if the water is warm in the bathroom. Very attentive because the man is coming back. And let me tell you guys, her husband was always in the house by 10 p.m. I literally knew their time schedule.
And that is a man who is also submissive.
Exactly. He respects her and is also willing to give that same respect given.
Feminists are now, y'all are hit a level.
I made a video previously on why women are turning into feminism, and some men were kind of offended because this is what was my problem. Women should not be like discouraged to follow their dreams or work or feel empowered, and we should not also be told that if we don't have men then we are not worthy. That is what I wanted to put across, but apparently some people were here offended.
You became a feminist.
Yeah, I kind of become a feminist, but I'm not a feminist. But I'm not a feminist, guys. Like,
no,
is when these women come out and say these attacking words to us, I don't feel sad anymore because it's like they're scared of the word submissive. Like everybody has to put submissive and women who are listeners.
Yes.
Like it's a problem.
And I have this in mind. I would like to ask a question, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why independent American women are so pissed. Because you are a six-figure earning woman, you're educated because American women are the most educated.
They are the most wealthy kinds of women
you're
on this planet from the Black community. You should be proud. And I'm proud of you guys. Like, I admire that, right? Like, come on, Esther, we admire you guys.
Of course.
I admire
100%.
Black women.
Yes.
You know, we are strong, yes. We are growing from a step below to where we are.
Which is amazing that they are educated. They make six-figure salaries.
I love that. Every woman, every woman wants money. So if you can make it yourself, come on, guys. Come on.
However,
but still,
I don't understand. If you're an educated woman, you're an independent woman, you make a six-figure salary, you will not settle for less.
Exactly.
Why are you mad when the leftover man that you don't want goes and becomes a passport bro? He's useless to you. You don't need him.
We are not attacking anybody, guys. And this is the other thing that some people say, you know, like women or Black women are limited to stay in relationships that they don't want to be in. If you have money and you feel like you're independent, who is making you stick in
an abusive relationship? And also, that is what I don't like, because they assume that being submissive is staying in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
That when we say we don't need a man, we mean we do not want to stay in an abusive relationship.
No.
Why does submissiveness...
It's like it triggers people.
Yeah.
In the context of how even Google translates it, like it's like being a puppet. But let me tell you guys, my aunt was a submissive woman, and it's not like they never had issues. They would even have issues and argue, and like a couple does. But still, the next day, it would be like nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And I was like, sometimes I was like, what? Like, you guys, like, yesterday you were about to kill yourselves, like, now why you lovey-dovey? Like, what's going on?
And
Respect.
even if the woman, even if your auntie earned more than her husband,
she would always provide when things were necessary, but she was not providing for the house. Like, because I always tell you guys, if you are a passport bro, just know African women are not providers, but we help.
We are naturals of the house.
We
what you have,
our limits.
that little money, that little something that is not appreciated there where you are in America or in the UK, when you bring it to Asia or Africa, it's welcomed, and as little as it is, we will nurture that and work with that.
If we can work with our men who are seen not as worthy though they are, how about you? And you know what is funny is the African woman who said, like, women or African women use white men to go to better their lives. But when passport bros, white or Black, mainly Black men, come to Asia or Africa basically to get women, or to the Caribbean to get women who are willing to appreciate the little they have, then that is a problem, and that they are being predators. How are they being predators? I'm guessing the African women who use men to better their lives are worse predators.
They are worse predators
because that means you don't even love this person.
Yeah, but it's justified because you have family to take care of back home.
But then the passport bro doesn't have a heart to work on.
And of which he leaves his country. Guys, it's okay if you are in America and you feel like you've tried with your little that you don't have that is not appreciated.
Come to Africa, guys.
Come to Africa. How dare you say, or you go to the Philippines or Vietnam or Thailand,
or Colombia,
they can't even speak English. Yeah, because it's okay.
I speak around 4 languages. English is not a sense of intelligence. It's just a monolithic language.
Who is intelligent between me and you? Yes, you're educated. Even me, a primary dropout, I can speak 4 languages, so...
But then men don't look for languages.
That's the problem, because you speak too much English, now you shout over a man.
It's not even... Guys, it's not even about speaking little. Let me tell you. However much my aunt was a submissive woman, it's like the man was the lead.
Of course.
But in some sense, I felt like the auntie, my aunt, was like the lead of the house. Everything had to pass through her, whether grocery shopping, whether school fees, whether paying bills. She was always the one given the accountability, and she was the one choosing.
That's the
money.
beauty of a man. He provides.
It was
So I'm failing to understand what is triggering people with the word submissiveness. If you earn a 6-figure salary and you're aiming for a man who earns a 6-figure salary, that means he can give as much as you have. Of course, he is a high earning man, so that means he can provide anything. So even a high value man would leave you and still come to Vietnam or Africa so that a woman appreciates, like, I mean, that video of the lady who said, teddy bear and flowers.
Yeah. You know, someone puts in the energy to give you, like, put flowers everywhere, give you flowers, and, you know, show love. It's Valentine. And you're like, what is this? Where's the money? There's no money. Really? And then you're pissed when that man gets a passport to go to Africa or Asia to get a woman. You're gonna be like, oh, they don't appreciate. No, you don't appreciate.
If you feel like you cannot appreciate a man taking you out on a dinner date of like 100, when he comes to Africa, to Uganda, I will appreciate him. So come, passport bro. Come to Asia, come to Africa, find a woman.
Now you're advocating for Asia. You should be advocating for Africa. Money, our money, black money has to come to the continent.
Because what is she doing? Because they attacked both Asian women and African women.
We are not trying to attack black women or any woman that has been attacked by any man. But the thing is, when these kinds of women come out and they get on social media and say these kind of things, we are attacked as African women. Asian women feel attacked. Caribbean women feel attacked. Because when you compare yourself, because you live in America or Europe, you see yourselves as a first world country. And
you're high class, you're superior than us.
Yeah, and you feel like you're more educated. You feel like you have more value to offer. Like, why should men leave you? But ask yourself, if you have everything that you feel you're perfect, why are they living in the first place? And I don't like when we as women, as a group of people, African women or black women or any other kind of women, get on platforms and we want to make it seem like it's the men that are attacking us more on social media when we are also doing it on ourselves as women. You know, because when I see that video, you're attacking me as an African woman because you're calling me poor and illiterate and a submissive woman who is a leftover. Because now the men are living and giving you space for you to get high-valued men. Why are you pressed? And also, this lady said that these black men get online and, you know, put black women down when they get white women. I do believe it comes from both sides. And those men that do it are not worthy to be given time. Really, like, they are just illiterate. Because that also shows that we are both illiterate. If you speak English and you feel like you're more superior and you're more educated, that means you're illiterate, that you can't even come to Africa and speak any African language. You can't go to Asia and speak any Asian language. That means I'm more educated without the papers that you feel are making you more superior. But it doesn't mean that I don't admire black women from the diaspora, because you guys are killing it and we want to be like you. We just don't want the sense of you pushing the narrative that it's okay for you to go and get other men from other places, but it's wrong
for a man
to do the same thing. And I don't want what the African lady said, that African women use men to go to America or to go to Europe because they have families to take care of, because of a community that we have, to justify us being opportunists.
And someone said, all American men, they leave their country to go to other continents to look for love. No one leaves their country to go and look for love in America.
They do. The second lady saying women leave Europe and America to go to, you know, Caribbeans, because that's what she's saying, to get love. But immediately in the video, she's also justifying and judging the men already in the Caribbean, that they don't even love the women. They're
looking for a green card.
You're basically already judging black men from the other places that are not from America.
I think this is the problem. Americans, I don't want to generalize, but I think they have this sense of entitlement. They really think everyone who has an interest in an American person, they want a green card. If an American man comes...
Well, she's right. The African lady said the same thing, like African women use you know, white men or older men, or basically men from the diaspora to get papers to go to America or Europe. So it's a two-way thing. Where's the lie?
However, I love Africa. I really don't think there's any other place where I can be at peace than Uganda. If I have my man who likes me, no, I don't want to come to America and deal with gun violence. No.
Because you guys, you need to also remember, I always tell you, $1 will always be $1 no matter where you go. But the fact is, if you have a person in the US, a woman or a man, two ways, let it not be about black men or, you know, passport bros. Let it be both ways. If you have enough for you as a person and the other person is not appreciating that money, when you come to Africa, that money is going to be worth something.
Yes, and everyone, however much less they have, they want to feel like someone.
Yeah.
Basically, this thing of attacking passport bros, already they are seen like they are the minorities. They are not desired because they have less.
Yeah.
That man wants to feel like he's a man as well.
Yeah.
With the little that he has, he will go where he will feel appreciated with the little that he has. What is leftovers to you
is my privilege.
Full stop. That's the one. That's the one. Let us know in the comment section. I'm ready for this. Like, the comment section has to be buzzing.
And please subscribe, guys. Please support the channel. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. And as always, if you want to talk to us, the links are in the bio, guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. We really want to see you here every day. We post a video.
Like, if you have seen this channel more than once and you have not subscribed, we have beef, people.
So guys, that is it, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.